In 2007, we bought this old chicken shed and built a brewery in it that makes 7,000 pints a week. In 2012, we built this new brewery. Let's show you around. We've been brewing fairly traditional, mostly cask beers since 2007, and we still do. But as the market became more flooded, we decided to try other things as well.
We planted an orchard and we press our own cider.
Our own orchard here at the brewery will produce around 2,000 litres a year, but we need more like 10 to 12,000 litres a year, so we buy in some apples from Hereford. At the end of summer, when the apples are ripe, we get pressing. If the apples play along, we can normally do it at half term and bring in some child labour. As you can see, the orchard looks completely different in summer.
In 2013 we built a new brew house, and as part of that work we put in a bar.
Visitor numbers to our bar have grown and grown over the years, and we get people from all over the world. It's a safe and fun place for the family. There's no playground here apart from one tyre swing, but the nippers seem to make their own fun running about in the orchard. We've always got a great range of beers, cider and Henston spirits, and we even have a room to hire out for events.
We've been trying some different beer styles.
80% of what we did was our 3.9% cask station bitter into pubs, but lockdown changed all of that. And since we had a bit of spare tank capacity, Kyle wanted to do some experimenting. He uses 10 years experience in brewing to come up with some absolute rippers. We've done red beers, NEPAs, even a milkshake IPA. Of course we'll keep our core, but we definitely plan to do more experimentals in the future.
In 2016, we partnered up with some friends to start Henston Distillery.
We purchased a 1,000 litre hybrid still, which is pretty big as far as they go, but brewing taught us you should always get the biggest kit you can afford to save having to upgrade sooner than necessary. Since then, we've been distilling award-winning gins, vodka and apple brandy. We've also been laying down a single malt English whiskey. Some of these are now at least 3 years old and being released. We'll also hold some back longer for aging. We aren't restricted by some of the equipment rules that apply in Scotland, so our column still means we can produce a much smoother spirit, which really comes through in the finished whiskey. We use brewer's barley and our brewer's yeast. We underpitch that yeast a little, and this makes it works a bit harder. This extra effort means the yeast produces more esters, adding hints of stone fruit aroma to the finished product, which balances beautifully with the flavours from the ex-bourbon casks. If you want to learn more about that, check out henstonedistillery.com. On there, you'll also find our distillery online shop.
In 2020, we put in a commercial kitchen and started doing our own Aussie and US style barbecue food.
Ian, our crack engineer, turned 4 stainless Kilderkins into an offset smoker, and it produces some mouth-watering stuff. We do smoked chickens, brisket, ribs. One of the best, I reckon, is smoked mutton, which ends up on one of our burgers.
Very soon, Cambrian Heritage Railways will be bringing people down from Oswestry to the brewery here at Western Wharf.
The Cambrian Heritage Railway have been busy reinstating the line and refurbishing Western Wharf right next door to the brewery. Back in the day, this whole area was a very busy place, with goods from the Sweeney Brickworks arriving by narrow gauge and the mills up and down the Mortar Valley bringing their goods here to be loaded and taken away. Over time, the place fell into disrepair, but because of the efforts of railway volunteers, pretty soon you'll be able to catch the train from Oswestry to Western Wharf and Stonehouse Brewery.
On top of all that, we've also just launched our online shop where you can get all our new beers as well as the classics.
Go to stonehousebrewery.co.uk to find out more. We're so lucky here at Stonehouse. We're in a great place and have a great team. We hope you'll pop down and meet them soon.